Hi guys, my name's Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel. I have to explain something before I start, and what that is that I got verified on Facebook. You can't ask to get verified. They just have to verify you. It's all of a sudden like the gods of Facebook come out and verify you, and the gods were smiling down on me. And I got verified before I even reached 6,000 likes, and that's amazing. So yeah, if you want to follow me on Facebook, you'll be able to find me because I'm verified now. Just go ahead and search for me and give me a like and find out what's going on and why this Saturn and Aries video takes so long and what I'm doing and all my other videos and other shit like that. You can find it out on my Facebook and it's verified. So did I mention that? Anyway, today we're doing Saturn and Aries. Saturn is all about your lessons, about your life lesson, what you have to learn this time around in this life. And Aries is a first sign. Aries is this impulsive, magnetic, egomaniac, leader type, angry, passionate sign, right? And it's so much fun to be an Aries. And I know that Aries is exciting because I'm a Libra, and being a Libra is so not exciting, and Aries is the opposite of that, so it must be so exciting to be an Aries, right? Having your Saturn in Aries is like taking all of that excitement and being like, oh, I'm gonna slap a big old lesson on it, which makes it not as exciting anymore. So I think if you're a Saturn in Aries, you're kind of like a Libra, right? You are trying so hard to accomplish these Aries type things, and you're not being allowed to. And so that makes you angry. And this big lesson is all about how patient you are. Can you be patient enough to actually take the things and make them for forever? Actually take what you want and not be a dick about it, because Aries can be a dick about it. It just can. So yeah, having your Saturn in Aries means that you don't get away with these Aries type things that you want to get away with. Okay, so what is a negative Aries type thing? A negative Aries type thing is being angry, being impatient, being impulsive, being controlling, and being closed-minded. That's negative Aries traits. And so every time you want to do that, and you're just like, I'm going to take this because I deserve it, because I work really hard, and I want this, and I'm going to go for it. People come down on you like the wrath of fucking Zeus or some shit, or Poseidon with his trident, and they stab you in the heart and they go, no, you can't do it that way. You have to be patient. You have to be reserved. And when you are, you will be the great leader that you were born to be. You will take this business, this whatever, and you will move mountains with it. That makes sense. That's what you want to do, right? You want to move mountains. You'll be able to do that. You just have to wait and take it when it's given to you. Because something that will happen when this happens, when your lesson happens, is that you will do everything you can to avoid the lesson. And obviously that's not good, especially because it's an Aries. Aries wants to avoid because it just wants to steamroll things. It wants to take its Aries ram and just go in a different direction if that first direction doesn't work. So something that is actually very hard for Saturn and Aries to do is to learn their lesson. Okay, so basically while I was in the middle of shooting that video, like a couple days ago, my webcam broke. But I'm just gonna continuing on in case you wanted to know what's up with this. Yes, it's a completely different day, and yes, I'm really sorry, you impatient Aries, but yeah, back to the video. Aries is a slave to time because Aries rules the first house, and the first house is about, you know, birth, what happened when you were born. So it's like who you are. And the first thing that we learn is about time and how time just doesn't stop. It keeps going. It'd be such a great little fantasy if time could stop. So in life, what the Aries is learning is patience. And it's ruled by Mars, because Mars is like aggression. It just wants to get shit done, to get as much shit done as possible. It's why it gives you a passion. It's why this world is working. And it's because we believe in ourselves. And that's what the Aries is about. Do you believe in who you are? It's not asking you, do you believe in everybody else believing who you are? That's Leo. That's like the friendship sign. That's when everything revolves around you. This is where you're in your head, believing in you. And Aries Saturn has a hard time doing that. because you want to believe in you, but nobody else seems to believe in you. And you're impatient because you're a slave to time, and you need to learn the lessons of time. And that is, if you can't finish it, somebody else will, and you have to be okay with that. And maybe it's because we're all pawns in the system that works, and you don't like that. You don't want to be a pawn. You want to be something bigger. You want to be something stronger, and you want to make a name for yourself. And so you're trying so hard, but all you're doing is steamrolling. You're just forcing your way in, and you can't do that because people want to shut people like that down. So what you're learning during this time is how to be true to you. How to be yourself, how to believe in you, and not to steamroll other people. Not to believe in yourself so much in this weird egotistical way where you don't even see the big picture. But where you can actually learn to be an effective leader that is truly capable of believing in themselves and truly capable of believing in the self of others. Being who you are, and not having that steamroll mentality where you have to ram into everybody and make them see your point of view. Saturn and Aries, it's very generational. Obviously, all Saturn is generational, and it's like every 2 years. Your generation, right after the Saturn and Pisces people, and these Saturn and Pisces people were learning how to get over this fear so they could be brave. And now that they're brave and they're leading you in so that you can know yourself, and you can be free to express yourself and not hurt other people. And to look at your elders, these people who have more wisdom than you do, who are telling you what you have to do. You can look to those people with their Saturn and Pisces and Saturn and Aquarius, those who want to be weirdos, those who want to be brave. And you can learn how to be independent, and you can learn how to be strong and a leader. And you can lead everybody. Because you're freaking Luke Skywalker, and you have Yoda in your ear. What you actually lack in general is the ego, the belief in yourself. Okay, so I know I'm going on about how it's what you do to overcompensate this lack of ego, and it's what you're trying to build. And so it's why you need to listen to people, and it's why you need to learn to believe in yourself. But some people, because of the lack of ego, completely go into themselves and act all super mousy and ridiculous. Also, like Saturn in the first house, people with that. Also, if you have a Capricorn ascendant, this can do this too. That's why some Capricorn ascendants are like in your fucking face, and other ones are in their own little, mousy world, because Saturn rules over that first house. Saturn and Aries is over that self of you. Some people, they get all bipolar on it. You push, and then you pull back. No one believes in me, I gotta hide. Oh, everybody's gonna believe in me now because I said so. Don't worry what people think about you in one hand, because you will be obsessed with that. But on the other hand, you need to worry a little bit, because if you don't, you will hurt people believing that they don't have any feelings and that their thoughts are not valid. And that's where your balance comes in. Being able to weigh this out and not crush opposers and not be crushed either. You will be strong. You will be magnetic. You will have everything that you need. Your resting bitch face will go into that beautiful smile that people want to know and love, and you will be inviting. But you have to be strong enough to invite people in and also protect your own ego. Don't let people hurt you, but don't hurt people back. It really does suck when someone threatens you to the core of who you are, which is what Saturn and Aries is. If somebody says, oh, what you did is wrong, it doesn't just feel like what you did is wrong. It's like, you are wrong. You are bad. And that's something that you feel. It doesn't mean that it's true in what people are saying about you. Okay? Not everybody is talking bad about you, and if they are, fuck them. And you don't have to tell everybody that you're fucking them. You don't have to say, oh yeah, those haters, I gotta fuck them haters. Don't just get over it. It's really hard to have your Saturn and Aries because it sucks having to deal with people not allowing you to express your individuality. But it also sucks when you're expressing your individuality and you're upsetting people around you. And everybody doesn't have to change for you, so understand that. But also understand that maybe part of you has to change. Maybe part of you is wrong. Maybe there's this part of you that doesn't know yourself. And that's what you're learning how to do. You're learning how to know who you really are, learning to know what you really want out of life. And once you do that, you will be unstoppable. You will be loved. You will love. And people are going to like you. So don't get so offended if someone says something that they don't like that you did. It's not a part of you, and you might find out that that's not ever been a part of you, and it's not who you are at all. You just believed it. You manifested it. And you can become great. And you don't have to rub it in everybody's faces how great you've become, and you don't have to lie to make yourself feel better either. Because you have a hard time believing that you might be special, or that you might be important, that you might be something worth anything, but you are. You are, and you don't have to force it. It will come. You just have to look inside yourself and believe that you are special. And it's not because of what people think about you. It's not a facade. It's what's real deep down inside of you. You are good. You are special. You are beautiful, and you are fantastic. And what you have is needed. So find out what it is that you really have. Don't pretend. If you pretend, you are going to get crushed. If you pretend to believe in yourself, you pretend to know in yourself, people want to put you down, because that is what you are constantly trying to rebuild to find out who you are. And so the universe is not going to let you fake it. If you're lying about who you are, the universe knows. Saturn knows. And it knows that you're lying to yourself too. Your time will come, but you have to be patient, because it's not around the corner. Until you truly know yourself, you can't be allowed to lead others. Be like the blind leading the blind. And that's your lesson. And that's where you're going, and that's who you are. It might seem like an endless quest to find you, but you're going to, and when you do, you're going to be great. And that's your Saturn and Aries.